are a fraud and you're a liar. And, you know, that's okay. Some people tend to be that way in life. And I'm specifically talking about the people who said that, and this is a large group, who said that they were not going to buy the Switch 2, ended up buying the Switch 2. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, you got what you wanted, but at the end of the day, you're a fraud. And you know what? Wait, let me not be so judgmental. It's a good system, right? But the main point of me being here talking to you today is to let you know that it's over. And I'll get more into that right now. The Nintendo Switch 2 outsold the PlayStation and the box's lifetime sale. So, with the Switch 2 taking over, what I really mean is the price. The price is the most important thing about this console, if we're being honest. So for the pricing, that's really what's making it done. They're setting a new standard for themselves, but also for other companies, right? I mean, they outsold their lifetime sales like that. When I did the math of how many they sold and how much they sell for, it was like 1.7 billion. And I'm sure it's up even more than that by now. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. They raised the prices now. So now you want to play Mario Kart is I believe it's $80 for the digital, $90 for the physical, right? Donkey Kong Bonanza, what is it? Is it 70 to 80? I think it's $70 for digital, $80 for physical. So, but nonetheless, whether I'm wrong or right, the price has gone up. Regardless, the price has gone up tremendously. I mean, we are in certain times at the moment, certain times with, yeah, but we're in the midst of like recession, you know, not recession because people just bought, so many people just bought a Switch, like, and not these, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it gamer, but it's not all bad. So let's focus on the positive real quick. First, the Joy-Cons. All right, the Joy-Cons are bigger, right? So you got bigger hands. I mean, maybe you got baby hands and it don't matter to you. Maybe you got baby hands and it makes it worse. Not my problem. And it's not Nintendo's problem neither. It's bigger. The little, what do you call them? Not the thumb thing. Not the thumb. Thumbsticks. Yeah, the thumbsticks. The thumbsticks are bigger. The controllers are bigger. The buttons are bigger. The SL on the inside, and the bigger the better in this case. I mean, the last Switch is kind of compact. For me, I don't have big hands. I mean, I guess you can't measure my hands. They might look big on camera, but I don't have big hands. The screen is bigger by a large margin, in my opinion. You can now play at 120 FPS. You can run it at 4K on the TV. I do not have a 4K TV, as you can see. But I still like playing it on the TV. And I think having that upgrade of quality is great because I'm sure a lot of people want to play it at 4K, 60 FPS. You can game share. I don't know if that was a thing before on the first Switch. I didn't own one. I know, it's crazy. I'm speaking on this and I didn't even own the first Switch. But I got some knowledge. I don't know if it was on the last one, but it's on this one. You can game share on this one, all right? Even if you have a Nintendo Switch, you don't even need the two. You just have the Switch, and in some games you can, you know, come together with. So that's dope. That's a really good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing to sneeze at. And you got your fake Discord. Now, however you want to feel about that is however you want to feel about that. And I forgot to mention it. You got the mouse controls, which is, to me, it's kind of random. Sorry, I lost my voice. But I think it's good because the more the merrier, right? The more options you give us to do things and whatnot and explore, the better. So I'm not gonna hate on it. You've got the storage expanded a ton. I'm assuming you could have way more games unless they want to owe you, and like the new games that are coming out are gonna be like way more storage, so it evens out. So it's like doesn't even feel like an upgrade. I don't know. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they drop. But yeah, those are benefits nonetheless though. Now to get to the negatives. The easiest part to talk about, to be honest. I already set the price. I set that before I even got into the negatives. And see, I'll get that. The price is high. People not making that much money. I mean, depending on who you are, I feel like it's a spread between like I get money and I kind of got money, you know. Anyway, the price is a problem, and long term, this is gonna affect how we interact with Nintendo with our wallets. The price is part of the main reason I didn't buy it. You're poor. That's why I don't buy games that often anymore on like PlayStation and, you know, Steam, you know, that just dropped, you know, at that price, because you're poor. A little much for me. That's the elephant in the room. I feel like it's the main driver for what we're willing to accept, right? At this point, Nintendo, man, they cheering like the CIA when black people was on. They are doing victory laps right now. Just to believe, because they've got to be thinking that in the midst of not being the most financially stable, I mean, if they even know that, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they have analysts through all these kinds of things, that they outsold the lifetime sales of an Xbox and a PlayStation. I feel like that's crazy. That's insane to me in such a short amount of time. So, and they've made well over a B off that. So, I mean, to do that during these financially challenging times, they're like, oh shoot, like, yeah, nah, we can do whatever we want. I didn't speak of it negatively before, but Mario Kart, let's be real. You're making me pay $89 to drive around. Let's keep it a band. This isn't Midnight Club. If it was, you might have had me, because that's some nostalgia. You're not gonna make me pay $80.90 to drive in a cart. I mean, that's it. That's all you can do. In the game, if you've played the game or if you've seen the game, then you know. I'm gonna just be blunt. It's not fun unless you have 25 plus people. Or, like, maybe I'm exaggerating that. Let's say like 10 plus, because you can play with AI. Because the maps are made for a lot of people. So let's say it's like 5 of you and you're just racing. The map is so large, you feel like you're out on a, I don't know, empty raceway. So it's like the turns aren't as tight, the carts aren't as fast, it's not 200cc. I remember Mario Kart 8, like there were tighter turns, spots, and it felt more competitive because the maps were smaller. So like, I feel like if they just had smaller maps and the bigger maps, and then they kind of, you know, give you a chance to up the speed. That's what I mean by being open to the creativity. Like, they might not think that 200cc is good, but just throw it in anyway, because some people might want it. You know, just giving people the option. And that's what I was saying earlier about the mouse controls. Like, people probably not going to use it, but just giving people the option is cool. Those are really my main core rules. I feel like Nintendo's kind of, they penny pinching, I ain't gonna lie. You know, because you gotta you gotta pay to have the game updated for the Switch too, and then don't you have to pay for online too? I mean, that's all consoles nowadays though, which I wish it wasn't. I mean, I really wish it wasn't, but yeah, I feel like there's a lot of, okay, here's one I almost forgot. The intro to the console, it teaches you how to use the Switch 2's functions, cost money. Why does a tutorial cost money? I'm trying to learn how to use the console and you make me pay $? Like, my wallet can't catch a break with y'all, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that I found very scummy. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, you know, everything else I was like, you know, some stuff to get tight about. The Discord is buns. I didn't trash on it really earlier, I don't think, but yeah, the Discord is hot buns. I mean, it's cool that it exists, but there's a lot of positive to take from it. There's a lot of negative to take from it, you know. But the price is the main thing. Now they can just get away with it. They can do whatever they want. They can drop garbage in a bag and piss on it and somebody will buy it. Well, anyway, let me know what y'all think. All right, I appreciate y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And you're a fraud.